Trip my wisdom with the system and imprison my son. Smoke a gold leaf, a whole heat. Nonchalantly, I'm ground sheep, but things I do really never haunts me. Wow. So let's get it, man. So in my opinion, the best all-around player when it comes to like all-around basketball, as far as like an all-around style of play, I think it's Larry Bird. I think it's Larry Bird. That's my opinion. Y'all can have your own opinions on that, but like I said, when it comes to me and my opinion, that's what I think. You said Larry Bird played against plumbers. Well, tell me who in the league was a plumber. Tell me who went to school for plumbing, and they became a plumber. Let me know that. You said you can't even say that without. Well, you're not a fan of basketball, bro. Get out of here, dog. Like, just get out. Get out, dog. Like, we done with the trolling and like, bro, it's not funny, bro. We're here to talk basketball like grown men. You know what I'm saying to you? So just get out. Just get out. You say if the best all around is not LeBron, it's definitely Kobe. Well, I'd say Larry because Larry's a better passer than Kobe, and he's a better shooter than Bron. That's all it is. He ain't have a weakness. I'm not trying to say he the best player. I'm saying it's like as far as all around style of play, I'm giving it to him. What's wrong with that? Appreciate that, Magic. What's wrong with that? That don't make him a better all-around player. Well, then what does make him an all-around? What makes somebody an all-around player then? You said we done with the 60s. Larry Bird didn't play in the 60s, though. So I'm getting confused now. So LeBron is an all-around player, but what about Larry Bird? So Larry Bird not an all-around player is what you're saying. I just think Larry Bird can do more than certain guys on the court. Like, that's what the guy said Kobe. I'm saying, like, Larry Bird, I think he's a better passer than Kobe. So why are you doing shooting and not scoring? Well, scoring, he averaged 25 for his career. So he's an elite scorer. Ain't about being better than somebody at everything. It's about being elite at everything. That's why I think he's the best all around. Because he played defense, too. You said LeBron does everything Bird does, but better. But how? So you think he's a better shooter than Larry Bird? You think he's a better shooter than Larry Bird? No, 7 Mile. You think LeBron a better shooter than Larry Bird? I'm asking you a question, K5. LeBron is not a better shooter than Larry Bird, bro. We got to stop this, bro. We actually got to stop this, dog. Y'all are actually sad people, in my opinion. Like, I don't even know why I'm talking to y'all for real. You say use data. Data is not... Why are you using data? We're not using data. We're using shooting of basketball. You don't watch basketball? So if you go off of data, that's why I try to tell somebody. So percentage make you a better shooter. So having a higher percentage makes you a better shooter, for real. That's what we doing? All right, just make sure y'all remember that then. Don't change the goalpost. Just remember that. You said LeBron hitting logo threes. Well, then you don't watch basketball, Dion. All y'all do is watch LeBron. He's not the only one to do this stuff. Y'all sick. Like, you can't say what somebody does and then not talk about what Larry Bird does. If you're going to have a conversation, right, you got to talk about what they both bring to the table. So don't say something that LeBron does like he the only one that doesn't. So I think Larry Bird is a better shooter. He's you know what I mean? He's an elite passer. He's a better rebounder than LeBron James. He averaged a double-double for his career. Yeah, Jesus Christ is Lord. Jesus Christ my only king. You got guys on here talking about this my glorious king. Why am I even talking to them? You said I've never seen Larry pull it from half court off the dribble. You gotta watch. You gotta watch it. You have to do the research. Just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean that he didn't do it. We got the privilege that we get to watch everybody play every single game nowadays. What about all the thousands and thousands of games that we didn't even watch? So for you to say, LeBron is a better shooter because he can do X, Y, Z, you feel me? You got to go find out, can Larry Bird do it first? You said 3-point percent. Why y'all worried about somebody 3-point percentage that played in the 80s? Because if they didn't shoot as many threes, wouldn't the percentage, like for example, when I talk about somebody percentage from nowadays, everybody always asks me, well, you gotta look at the attempts. Y'all not doing it for Larry Bird. You know what I'm saying to you? So when I talk about that, and every time we had that conversation, y'all know I'm telling the truth on that. Every time we had that conversation, I'd be like, yeah, well, so and so, he a better shooter, and then you be like, yo, you gotta look at the attempts though, bro. You gotta look at the attempts. You gotta look at the context, right? Why y'all not doing that now? I'm talking about Draymond. So that's what I'm saying. I don't take y'all seriously as men. You know, I don't respect y'all as men, dog. You know, I look at y'all as little kids. You know, nobody really cares what y'all say no more because it gets to the point to where like people done with it when you don't have no facts. You know what I'm saying to you? People, when you don't got no facts, nobody cares what you say. You know what I'm saying to you? You say you don't know if Bird did anything better than Bron. So again, you don't think he's a better shooter than, you don't think Larry Bird is a better shooter than LeBron James? Just answer that question for me, dog. Like, do you really think? You said I haven't used one fact. So Larry Bird don't average a double for his career. Larry Bird averaged a double. So he averaged 25 and 10 for his career. You know? LeBron must have took his baby mom the way he... Why y'all even think I'm so worried about LeBron right now? Y'all the ones, that's y'all opinion, not mine. I only put one picture on here. You know? You say you praising men, think about that. No, you on my jock strap. I'm talking about basketball because I'm a basketball player. I'm somebody that likes basketball. You know what I'm saying? So you talking about I'm praising men, I'm talking about basketball. But you ain't gonna tell that to the ones in the comments talking about LeBron is they glorious king, right? You ain't gonna tell them they praising men. You feel me? You ain't gonna tell them that they praising somebody. You know what I'm saying to you? You said I'm telling that everybody in here. Listen, you don't have to be here. Just because your girl got G last night by a whole squad, by 7 different dudes, right? And now you sad this morning. That don't mean you gotta make us sad. You say you took it personal, bro. You taking it personal. I'm not mad about nothing. You know what I'm saying to you? Just because that happened to your girl last night, don't mean you gotta bring that to us, dog. Back at it again with the clickbait. What is clickbait? You know what I'm saying to you? I'm not getting their ass whooped. But like I'm saying to y'all, man, like, what is... He said Larry Bird was so slept on. He said Maryland Ninja. You know what I'm saying to you? At the end of the day, dog, like, it just is what it is, bro. Y'all, this man put a raccoon in the comments talking about, oh, coon, you don't know about basketball, homie? I wouldn't say Pippen because Pippen couldn't shoot like that. You said if your life was on the line and needed a free throw, 3-pointer mid-range to stay alive. Yeah, I'm going with Larry Bird. He said let the haters hate, but the haters always going to hate. It's like you can't talk about nothing. They say I don't talk about LeBron, or all I do is talk about LeBron. Then I talk about somebody else, and now they trying to bring up LeBron. It's sad. Like, these people got a fetish, dog. Please respond to LeBron is a way better all-around than Bird. Again, so does LeBron average a double-double for his career? Yes or no? Tell me that. Just answer that for me right now. You said yes? See, and it's the problem with the world today. Everybody get away with lying every day. Nobody will hold you accountable no more. You feel me? So you can say yes, and then nobody in the comment section gonna go to him and say, yeah, bro, you was lying about that. Right? Nobody gonna tell him. But if I say something that's true, I'm just hating. I'm a hater, lying. You know what I'm saying? You said you lying too. You said Wilt. Yeah, Wilt Chamberlain in my top 3, my top 5 all around. You said LeBron had triple-double career stat. You said LeBron averaged 27, 7, and 7. Larry Bird averaged a double-double for his career, for his whole career. I'm going to say that one more time, for his entire career, dog. Y'all, is that not processing to y'all? Y'all don't understand what I'm saying? He averaged 25 and 10. You said, no, he didn't. There you go. See? And there you go. These people don't know about the NBA, dog. How you gonna say no he didn't? Oh, now it's against bums. Well, at the end of the day, bro, now it's like, I don't care. Y'all can cry all y'all want to, bro. You think the era was bad? Okay, that's on you. So if that's the only thing that you can use, right, to discredit it, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't care what you think about if they was bums or plumbers or whatever, dog. Nobody cares about that. You said Russell Westbrook. I would say Larry Bird because Larry Bird is a better shooter. And Russ don't average a double. He don't average a double-double for his whole career. You know, he don't average a double-double for his whole career. You know? You said we done, bro. Your name is Ashley. You said we done, bro. Bro, your name is Ashley. Right? You feel what I'm saying, bro? That's your name. So where's that, bro? Maybe they don't want me to ping you. Maybe they don't want me to embarrass you. I ain't gonna ping you like that. But your name is Ashley, dog. We done with you. You said I agree, great all around. So where's Dre West and Walt Frazier? People forget, Bird. You said allow to finish homework. You know, you said get your facts straight. You gonna present some facts, Jonas? Jonas, brother? Or you just gonna yap? You just gonna yap. KD over Bird any night. So why couldn't KD get over the hump? He played with the guy that y'all said is better than Larry Bird, Russell Westbrook. Why couldn't he get over the hump? Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to strike a nerve. If Westbrook's so much better than Larry Bird and KD better than Larry Bird too, and they both played together, why couldn't they get over the hump? You said I'm selling out for views. No, if I sold out for views, you know what I would do? I would start dropping content called "We Done with the 80s." That's called selling out for views. Cause people like to just try to post stuff to go viral. You notice I'm just I'm doing the same thing I've been doing since day one. You never see me change up no style. Try to, you know what I'm saying? Try to do something for views. I'm just chilling. I don't really care about going viral. Like, I don't know why y'all make it seem like, oh, he does this for views. I started this stuff on TikTok. See, but I ain't gonna get cocky for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a humble guy from Baltimore for real. But I did start this. Y'all should remember that for real. So you can't say I'm doing it for views. You feel me? But actually, Reels, I should say Reels started this for real. Got me and Reels. Now, Reels, you was already doing it too. You feel me? So Reels, before everybody started doing it, remember, that's what we got to remember. Me, you, Legend, we've been doing this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying to you? So I'm not doing anything for views. This is what I think. You said Larry Bird winning in any era. Yeah. You said MJ, no question. You said, yeah, I mean, you can say MJ too. But I don't know. I just think Larry's a better shooter than Michael Jordan. And a better passer. So, you know, I'm looking at all around. You know what I'm saying to you? All around, man. So all you new guys, man, we been doing this, dog. I ain't know Reels was in here, but shout out to Reels. through the Net podcast. I ain't gonna lie, Reels, that super team take you had the other day, dog. That's the best take I ever heard in my life, dog. I was dead serious. Yeah, man, that was the best take, dog, ever. You said LeBron, Pistol Pete is a good one. Already, Reels. So you saying that the thing about the defense, right? Larry Bird was all defensive. So Larry Bird was all defense. I had looked it up. He was on an all defensive team more often, right, for a higher percentage of his career than LeBron James was, because he was an all defensive team 3 times, right, and he played 13 seasons. I looked it up. That's 43%. LeBron was all defensive he was on an all defensive team 6 times out of 21 seasons. And I looked it up, it's 35%. So Larry Bird was on the all defensive team more often than LeBron James. You know? So there you go. Kawhi Leonard can't shoot like Larry Bird. He can't pass like Larry Bird. You say in the era where nobody can shoot, make defense look good. Okay, that's what you think, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's what you think. You say who can't pass like Bird? Kawhi Leonard. He can't pass like Larry Bird. You're not better because you need more time. Right, you need more time for everything, dog. Like, nah, bro. You said, I'm out, your thoughts aren't realistic. Oh, so you must thought, when I said when I said Larry Bird was a better passer than than Kawhi Leonard, you must have disagreed with that. You said Larry Bird passed out of post-ups. Yeah, he passed out of post-up. He passed on transition. He was an all-around great passer. Which I don't watch Larry Bird or something. You said Larry Bird is Gallinari in 2024. All right, well, can y'all name somebody right now? Let me ask y'all this question, right? Do y'all think Dominique Wilkins would be like a top-tier athletic guy in the league nowadays? As far as only athleticism. Right? Only his athleticism. As far as his vertical and stuff like that. So everybody in the comments saying, yeah. Right? I'm talking about athleticism. I ain't talking about his game. I'm talking about his athleticism. Why you don't think so? Why not? Y'all gonna explain yourself? You say he would be an exception? You know what I'm saying to you? You said, what was the question? I missed it. Do you think Dominique Wilkins will be one of the top tier athletic guys in the league nowadays? You said what he did is basic now. I'm not talking about his dunks. Because LeBron dunks is basic. LeBron does the same dunk every time. So I'm not trying to hear that, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear what you saying, bro. Talking about his dunks was basic. His dunks was more complex than LeBron James's. It gotta do the same dunk every time. So stop acting like a little kid and just talk. Right? We're not talking about the dunks. We're talking about his athleticism. The hell is wrong with y'all, dog? You said we didn't say Bron. No, but you said that Dominique dunks was basic. But LeBron dunks, he does the same dunk every time. So why you ain't talking about his dunks? Right? So again, right, this man Dominique was windmilling on dudes. A D in the comments, you said athleticism is not basic dunks. But what I'm saying, all right, so at the end of the day, you obviously need some healing, need some help at home, because you're not comprehending what I'm saying, bro. You obviously is a child you probably don't even know about basketball, bro. I don't even know why you're here, dog. I don't. You feel me? I don't know why you're here, and I'm looking at you as a man, bro. Nobody should respect your opinion on the game. Right? So again, if Dominique Wilkins dunks is basic, what are LeBron's? What are LeBron's? Is Dominique Wilkins not doing windmills and 360s and more than what? When has LeBron ever done a 360? When you done 360? When has he done a 360? When has LeBron James done a 360 dunk? Right? So at the end of the day, right? My whole question to y'all, my whole reason for asking y'all that, right? About Dominique Wilkins is his athleticism is because Larry Bird put 60 on Dominique Wilkins. So Larry Bird can put 60 on Dominique Wilkins. Why can't he do the same thing to the guys nowadays? Well, you can't even hand check now. You said Larry Bird wasn't even a good defender, but he was on the all defensive team more often than LeBron James was. You said Larry Bird is not a better athlete than Bron. Y'all some slow people, dog. Y'all some slow individuals, dog. Y'all really slow. I ain't know that though. I ain't know y'all was that slow. Cause ain't nobody say Larry Bird was athletic. I didn't say that. I said that he doesn't need to be athletic to cook in this era. Cause he used to cook guys that was more athletic than him back in the day. You see what he did to Sean Kemp? Y'all think Sean Kemp would be athletic nowadays? You said LeBron is not a flashy dunker. He's not at all. He's not. Yeah, Bird could just like Luka, but Larry Bird was a better off the ball player than Larry Bird was a better off the ball player than what you call it than Luka Doncic. And you said that Sean Kemp was slow. I'm talking about in the 80s. I'm talking about 80s Sean Kemp. I'm not talking about 90s Sean. I'm talking about 80s Sean Kemp that was young. Because Larry Bird was getting older in the 90s. He didn't really play that much in the 90s. He was cooking Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp is more athletic than anybody in the league nowadays. You know what I'm saying to you? So at the end of the day, you say, we done. So why y'all here? You know what I'm saying to you? We done with it, then dip. Get out of here. You feel me? If you're not a fan of the NBA, then get out. What are you here for? What are you talking to me for? You said Luka better offensively. I mean, that's debatable, but I don't think he's better off the ball than Larry Bird. You got to be an off the ball. KD a better scorer than MJ. What are you talking about? You said Vince Carter the best all around. He not as good a passer than me as Larry Bird. You know what I'm saying to you? So at the end of the day, man, like I said, Larry Bird averaged a double-double for his career. Nobody has told me whether. Nobody answered the question. Does Bron average a double-double? Does he average a double-double? You said Larry Bird was 3-time all-defensive. You said LeBron. You said Larry Bird is 3 times all-defensive, second team, and LeBron James has doubled that. Your info is false. Well, you wasn't here when I actually broke that down earlier, so it's alright. I'll just break it down for you again, since you don't know what you talking about. Larry Bird was 3-time all-defensive out of 13 seasons. That's 43%. LeBron James was 6-time all-defensive out of 21 seasons. That's 35%. Right? So Larry Bird, like I said, was all-defensive more often than LeBron. Than your celebrity crush, LeBron James. Right? You said it doesn't matter. 3 is less than 6. He only played 13 seasons. Left pocket got pin 50. Right pocket got blues in it. Plug sitting in patch tuning. I don't know what to do with it. $1,000 shoes. I'm walking on the damn house. He ain't running up the bag. He running his damn mouth. He said he stopped playing defense 8 years ago. That's on him. That's his fault. That's his fault. How you stop playing defense in the NBA? That's on him. Talking about he stopped playing defense. That's your man's. You said this shows that you're not good at ball. Well, how good are you at ball? How you get so good at ball to where you can tell somebody else that they're not good? Like without even playing against them. How you that skilled? How you that smart? You said LeBron stands don't use critical thinking. Yeah, they don't, bro. It's all good. You said I don't think Larry Bird would be able to beat one of them IGM guys. I mean, why not? Larry Bird was 6'10". You see what Brian Scalabrine was doing to the guys in college? His college team, his college players, dog. Did y'all see that? If y'all know what basketball is, y'all think it's just a video game where you can just, overtake somebody. No, you got to still have the skills. If you don't know how to guard somebody, pump fake. First of all, if you don't step up on Larry Bird, he'll just stand there and make every shot. If he was playing 1-on-1. So first of all, y'all gotta understand that, like, how it works. Y'all don't even know how it works. You said Bird the most overrated player of all time. You said no, he wouldn't. Okay, cool, bro. Like, that's what you think, dog. Like, we see the proof, dog. Y'all don't know that, like, his shot was unblockable. You said LeBron's a better scorer. He's not a better scorer than Larry Bird. You said Bird was just Gordon Hayward. Then you see Gordon Hayward passing like that? Did you see that? You see Gordon Hayward telling people, like, basketball is 50% confidence. So you see Gordon Hayward telling people where he was going to score from? Have y'all ever played against an OG at the court that was nice? Do y'all know what somebody that's, like, older than you? Let's say if you playing somebody that's 40. Like, do you know how to tell if a 40-year-old is really good at, basketball? And do you think, like, dang, what was he probably doing back in the day? You said Russell Westbrook, he can't shoot like Larry Bird. I can tell y'all never really been around, like, high level guys that play the game at a high level for real. I can tell that for real. I'm starting to understand that. So, because a lot of people that say this stuff about the 80s and 90s probably wasn't even on a team, probably wasn't on no basketball organization, you know what I'm saying, where the OG will walk through, come through and hit a half-court shot, hit threes, all practice. You can't guard him. And then he tell you, yeah, like, y'all wasn't going to be able to guard me back when I was y'all age. You feel me? So at the end of the day, y'all never have been around that. Y'all don't understand that. Y'all don't understand that the game fundamentals, yes, the game evolved, but fundamentals stay the same. You know what I'm saying? So fundamentals of the game stay the same. So that's the beauty of the game of basketball. You know what I'm saying? So you say you ain't never played comp in your life. At the end of the day, Chris, I don't know who you is. You talking about comp. Who was you? Who was you? You ain't comp. You ain't comp. So what you worry about who I played for? Right? You ain't comp. I'm talking about I ain't never played no comp. What you talking about? I know guys in the NBA right now that I played against. Cunts, have you seen him play live? Yes or no? Why does that matter? I just want to know why that matters. What that got to do with who's the best at something? I never seen Alicia Keys sing live. She's still my favorite artist as far as a woman. You said Larry Bird is just Gordon Hayward. Again, why didn't y'all answer my question then? Can he pass like Larry Bird? Why ain't trying to answer me that? You said because you cannot be a highlight kid. Ain't about highlights though. A highlight reel is like an edited video that's like, you know what I'm saying, got music on it and it's just only the good plays. Like, you don't know what I watch. You don't know if I watch the 3-point contest. You don't know if I watch these full games. You don't know what I watch. So you think if you don't watch somebody live, you can't watch a replay of a game? You said he not responding to Kawhi Leonard. Bird, I just told you. You think Kawhi Leonard can shoot and pass like Larry Bird. I've been said that. The thing is, y'all not answering questions. You know what I'm saying to you, in my opinion, Larry Bird is better than Curry. Yeah, I got him ranked slightly above Curry. So Kawhi can pass better than Larry Bird? Well, at the end of the day, I don't know why I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking to people that don't know about basketball. Dang. What does my life come to where I'm speaking to people that don't deserve to talk about basketball? You know what I'm saying to you? Because if you think that Kawhi Leonard is a better passer than Larry Bird, I mean, why am I talking to you? Shouldn't nobody respect what you talking about as far as basketball? I don't know why I'm talking to you. Like, literally, you feel me? Literally. Like, get out of here. Get out. Get off my platform, dog. I'm sick of y'all, bro. Get out. Feel what I'm saying to you? Get out. Nobody wants to talk to y'all, bro. Why are you staying somewhere where you're not wanted? Why are you staying somewhere where a guy don't want you to be there? See, y'all the type to stay with a girl that don't want you no more. I don't want you. Get out. You know what I'm saying? You the type to stay in a relationship where she don't even want you. That's a LeBron fan for you. You're saying T-Mac and Penny were better than Bird. Well, they didn't finish their career off. They didn't finish their career the way how they wanted to do it. And I don't think that T-Mac could pass like Larry Bird. You said, dude, like 30. I ain't 30. You know what I'm saying to you? I ain't 30. Only time I'm 30 is when I'm talking to your mom. You know what I'm saying to you? That's when I hit it with the, yeah, I'm like 30. You know what I'm saying to you? I look 24. I actually was just 24. This whole time that y'all probably know me, I'm 24. Because I just turned 25 the other day on the 7th. So really, you say I look 24, you really kind of on the money. But like I said, dog, you know what I'm saying? People call you a casual, the people call you dumb, then I say something back. Now I can't, now I'm mad, now I'm in my feelings. So that's why I just don't respect y'all, man. I don't. You know what I'm saying to you? How's my mental health? My mental health is off the chain, off the charts. My mental health is amazing, dog. I haven't been depressed in years, bro. I'm never going to be depressed again. My mental health is amazing. You know what I'm saying to you? Never going to be depressed again, dog. You know, life is too much of a blessing, man. Too much of a privilege, man. You know what I'm saying to you? Too much of a privilege. What is there to complain about? You know, when I wake up, I can eat breakfast if I wanted to. When I get thirsty, I'm a little thirsty. Go get me a bottle of water. You know what I'm saying? When I get bored, I can go hoop, go play basketball. Like, what is there to complain about? You know what I'm saying to you? I can get a meal whenever I want to get a meal. Only time when I'm really broke, like sometimes when I don't be having no money, you know, and it's like, damn, like I wish I had enough money to go here for real. But even those days, it's like, all right, that's not something to complain about. That just mean I can't do extra. You feel me? That just mean I can't do extra. But I can't go out to eat, but I can still eat. I can still fix me a hamburger. You feel me? Out of my freezer. You said I respect your opinion, Larry Bird, better than most players in the league today. Yeah, bro. He is, bro. He is. He just is, bro. You know. Yeah, the struggle real, but you know what I'm saying? Like I said, dog, at the end of the day, man, as long as I'm breathing, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy, for real, for real. I ain't gonna lie. As long as I'm breathing, dog, like, I ain't gotta go to sleep hungry, you know what I'm saying? Mental health, anybody out there that's going through mental health, you gotta remember, like, first thing you gotta do is focus on what do you have. You worried about what you don't have, but you gotta worry about what you do have first. Because there's people that don't got that. You think about what you have, right? Everybody's saying Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain is a good one. Wilt Chamberlain was an elite scorer, elite rebounder, and he led the league in assists. And he a better defender than Larry Bird. That's why I say Wilt Chamberlain, you know, he got to be like my top 4, my top 3 all around. Only thing is like he can't shoot like Larry Bird. He just can't shoot like. So that's why I went with Larry Bird, because of the skill set. Because he got the all-around stats and he got all-around skills. You feel me? So as far as all-around on the court, like Larry Bird can bring the ball up, and he a 3-level scorer too. Wilt Chamberlain, for his position, yeah, he the best all-around player for hit like for the center position. And I'll have to give him over Jokic. Jokic will be second, but I'll give it to Wilt because of his defense. See, but then Jokic a better shooter too, so man, it's tough, dog. See, that's tough. That get tough. The center position get tough, dog. I'm saying the center position get tough, get tricky. You said Larry Bird, the best all-around player. Yeah, I'm going with Larry Bird. You said we played D. Bro, I'm telling you right now, man, like, something, like, it's like, bro, something is missing about basketball today, bro. You said people say anything for clout. Well, what you think? Why you always think I'm doing something for who cares about clout? Like, if I really was doing stuff for clout, you'll see me. Like, listen, dog. I ain't even gotta do that, bro. You're also worried about clout for it. Like, I'm a grown ass man talking about clout. In my opinion, the best all around player is Bron. I'm not mad at it. You know, I just wish he had a little bit more. You know, I just wish he could. I just wish he had more confidence. You feel me? You say you're a kid. I'm a grown ass man. Feel me? And my birthday was the other day. I ain't tell you over my birthday was the other day. You feel me? So you've been running anyway. I don't even know why. Like, I'm addressing you, Maya. You was a runner. You a track star. You gonna run away when it get hard. Maya, runner, y'all. It's a happy 18th birthday. Fuck out of here, yo. Fuck out of here, yo. Man. She gonna run away when it get hard. Said low key MJ the best all around. Nah, bro, you can't shoot like Larry Bird, dog. You can't pass like Larry Bird, dog. You can't even rebound. Like, listen, it's levels. It's levels. Larry Bird was tough, dog. You said the game sped up, but Larry Bird would slow the game down. Larry Bird can play fast or he can play slow. Said Dirk is on the same level, can't pass like Larry Bird. See, every time y'all name somebody, man, it's like I thought about why I went with Larry Bird. Appreciate that, Paul Martin. Yeah, Jordan never beat Larry Bird. He never beat him. Kawhi Leonard the best all around. I just don't think he can pass like Larry Bird and shoot like Larry Bird. Larry Bird not better than Magic. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I tell you now, he is, bro. You know, imagine if Larry Bird had Kareem, Worthy. You know what I'm saying to you? Carmelo. You said, could Bird even dunk? Yes. Yes. I never watched him play. I honestly, I'm mad I didn't watch him play. I wish I would have been able to see him play. No, I'm just dead serious though, y'all. Like, honestly, like, sometimes I do be trolling, but honestly, like, I really just think when it comes to just, like, as an all around player, dog, I really think that it's Larry Bird. Like, for real, like I know I do be trolling sometimes, but for real, dog, I can't go with LeBron because he can't shoot as good as Larry Bird. He can't pass like him, but they can do everything else is spot on. And when it comes to athleticism, I mean, athleticism is not a fundamental part of the game. You know what I'm saying? So just because you're more athletic than somebody doesn't mean, like, that makes you a better player, for real. You said LeBron can't. No, LeBron can pass. LeBron a top 5 passer ever. Oh, I said he can't pass like him? I didn't mean to say that. My bad. You know, I'm tripping for saying that. I was trying to say you can't shoot like Larry Bird. That's what I meant to say. But yeah, passing wise, LeBron, like, everything besides shooting. Because you got to remember, you got to have mid-range, you got to have free throw shooting. So everything, you said he shoots better from the 2 and from the 3, but it's not about shooting. It's not about, y'all are disregarding the other spots on the court. Like, it doesn't just go from 3 to a layup. You feel me? What about the mid-range? So when you say he's a better shooter from the 3 and a better shooter from the 2, When you say a shooter from the two, you only talking about his layups and his dunks. What about the mid range? What about the mid? Like, because the mid range, right? First of all, they shot way more mid ranges back then than threes. So y'all not using no context. You know? You said Bird can't dunk like James. Yes, he can. He can dunk. He can do a one-hand dunk. You never seen Bird do a one-hand dunk before? That's all LeBron be doing anyway, is a one-hand dunk. 2 points is 2 points. No. I'm talking about all-around skill. Excuse me. All-around skill set. Like, 2 points from Shaq is different from 2 points from somebody that hit a mid-range turnaround fadeaway. So that's why I say when you say shooting, you wouldn't say Shaq is better than, you feel me? You wouldn't say Shaq is a better 2-point shooter, a better mid-range shooter than Alex English or Kevin Durant. You said Bird dunk just like Bron watch some game. That's what I'm saying. Bird can dunk on somebody. You said miss watching Larry Magic go at it. KD better in all aspects. Like, so he's a better passer than Larry Bird? Everybody that y'all saying, just ask yourself, is he a better passer than Larry Bird? For real. Like, when you say Kawhi, when you say KD, are they really a better passer than Larry Bird? Kobe is not a better passer than Larry Bird, dog. You said subscribe to your YouTube channel? Link in bio. Everybody subscribe to Brody channel. I just followed you. I'm gonna have to subscribe when I get off of here, but I just followed you so I can keep track of it. Everybody go subscribe to this channel. You said based off what? You said finally somebody with common sense. I'm saying based off shooting, passing, rebounding, clutch. Based off of you know what I'm saying? All of that, bro. You said Larry Bird ain't dunking like Bron. Again, having more athleticism does not mean that you are better. It doesn't mean that you're better at the game. Athleticism is not fundamental. It's like, you know, it's either you going to dunk, it's either you going to... All athleticism does is how far you going to cock it back when you dunk it. You know, but Larry Bird can dunk. LeBron just could dunk harder. You said had the same skill set. LeBron don't have the same... He can't shoot like Larry Bird. You're not saying Bird, you're just looking at... Yeah, I'm just looking at the attributes. I'm just looking at the all-around game. I don't think he's a better player than Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Just because Michael Jordan at his best was just like a different level. That's all that is. But Larry Bird more skilled, I think. I mean, that's debatable though, man. Because then skill set... Man. You said LeBron is a better scorer. I don't think he's a better scorer. You said you have never watched Bird play. You never watched him play. You said Bird beat Jordan all 3 times. That's what I'm saying. It's debatable, man. It really is debatable, dog. Larry Bird, man. Hey. Larry Bird, man. So how is he not a better scorer? Because he can't shoot. He can't shoot free throws. He can't shoot mid-range jumpers on a consistent basis. And so if Larry Bird averaged 25 for his career and LeBron averaged 27 for his career, y'all going off of one bucket, that could be a leak out transition dunk. You feel me? You talking about against bums. LeBron got the most wide open dunks I ever seen known to mankind. So I'd rather play against defense than no defense. You know what I'm saying to you? So y'all going off of one bucket where he travel at half court. Right? He'll travel at half court, take one dribble at the 3-point line, then dunk it. It's like, nah, yo, let me... You get to steal at half court, travel first. First and foremost, gotta travel. Step on your right foot, don't forget it. You know what I'm saying to you. And then, like I said, you say one dribble, take off, dunk. You know what I mean? Don't ignore T-Mac. Yeah, T-Mac, I mean, like I said, T-Mac, man, just too cool, man. Just a Jason Tatum type of, you know what I mean? He's just too cool, man. See, T-Mac had been way better than what he was. Brown is top 8 in three-pointers made all time. So what we doing with Paul Pierce? Ain't Paul Pierce like top 15 three-pointers made or something like that? You said Larry Bird was buns. Alright, I mean, that's what you think, dog. Paul Pierce, how is that relevant? No, I think, I was trying to think of somebody that's also, like, high up on the all-time three-pointers list. I don't know where Paul Pierce ranked at. I don't know how high he is on the list. Hakeem is a good one, too, man, for his position. Middle school, Julian Newman with Dom. This man said Julian Newman. This man said Julian Newman, dog. Julian Newman would get ate alive in the 80s. Defense is better now. It's really not, though. Look at the defense back then and tell me you think it's harder to score now or back then. Look at the defense. The defense was so hard to score on that you got people calling it illegal now. So I'm glad I ain't played back then. You said it's harder to score now. It's not harder to score now, bro. Luka Doncic said overseas is harder to score than the NBA. The NBA is a joke. The NBA is a joke right now, dog. I don't even know why y'all like it. I don't even know why y'all like it. This man said Pau Gasol. Larry Bird, you said I played against those guys and he was real. Facts. Pau Gasol debatable. This man said Pau Gasol, dog. They call fouls for breathing. Bro, the fouls nowadays, bro, everything is just like, it's so ticky-tack. Like, you can't have 4 straight possessions without a foul being called. Like, every time somebody get a steal, now they call them the transition foul, and it's like you gotta stop the game and just all this stuff, dog. They didn't do that at first. You can drive to the lane and really collide with somebody, and really they might not call a foul. Like, that's hard to score on. Said they don't guard the perimeter. Right, they don't guard the perimeter. That's why everybody nowadays come down and just hit step back threes, side step threes, all these nonchalant jumpers. Like, it's not fun to watch. That's all people do now. Like, you don't even got to break the defense down until the fourth quarter when they play for real. You said Joel Embiid is a better all-around player. He has it all, but he don't pass like Larry Bird, though. You said LeBron can play every position. I don't think LeBron can play every position. He don't have no post game. So you ever seen him really play the center and really like go to work I don't think he can be an elite center. He probably can play, but I don't think he'd be an elite center. Because he don't have no footwork. Right? So he don't have no, like, drop step, pump fake, half spin fake. So he the second biggest on the Lakers. Yeah, you big for nothing. You ever heard somebody say that you big for nothing? I ain't gonna say LeBron big for nothing. But you ever heard of somebody that's just big, that just big? Like Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard don't have no post game. Dwight Howard has no post game, dog. That's why his prime wasn't that long. So you can be big all you want, like, you know what I'm saying to you? I thought you said Brown just dunked, so now he's big for nothing. I'm talking about as far as having a post game. When somebody says when Dwight Howard is somebody that is big for nothing, because he can't even go into the post. Jared Allen, right? No post game. Kyrie's not the best all-around player. I like Kyrie. I actually like Kyrie Irving. He actually is he's an underrated all-around player, I think. But, yeah, nah. Did you watch Dwight in Orlando? Yes, that's the Dwight I'm talking about. I remember Dwight when he was the best big man in the league. Y'all don't want to talk trash about him, but he just didn't have a post game though. That's all. He didn't have like he didn't have footwork. So his prime wasn't that long. When you started going to other teams, it wasn't gonna be the same because it wasn't all about him no more. So you can't. So if you don't got a post game, he didn't work good in a whole bunch of offenses. Because when he was in Orlando, it's like he could do what he want because it was his team. He said, "I finally disagree. I think it's Brown. I'm not mad at it. I just think Brown. Let me ask you this though: life on the line, free throw. Who you taking? You taking Larry Bird? Or you taking LeBron James? Life on the line, free throw, or life on the line, mid range jumper. Who are you taking? Y'all taking LeBron? Hey, you trying to bet 200 on that? I need some new tennis shoes. I need some new tennis shoes, man. You trying to bet 200? Y'all going with LeBron against Larry? Man, Damn, you scared the hell out of me.
I need to go to the bathroom.
All right, hold on. Why? Hey, Benny, come here, look. Say, Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
Yo, he scared the hell out of me. Y'all finna see me. You can bring a friend for free Y'all finna see me. Sorry, wildin' out. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Join now for $1 down, $24.99 a month. Cancel anytime. Yeah, that's my job. That's my job on the commercial. For $1 down, $24.99 a month. Cancel anytime. Yeah, that's my job. That's my job on the commercial. Yeah, that's my job. That's my job on the commercial. Yeah, man, like this all-around player, man. Give me y'all really said you taking LeBron to shoot a free throw over Larry Bird with your life on the line? Man. Over Larry Bird? Oh man, dog. See, then when he missed it, they gonna blame it. Oh, he probably broke his hand. See, if he'd have missed that free throw, then he gonna go to the post game with like a cast on his hand, and then that's what I don't like about See, the one thing I don't like about LeBron fans, bro, is how many excuses y'all make. Like, you see how y'all saying all this right now that you would take LeBron if if that situation really was to come up and he missed it. Y'all would just make excuses for him for real and say, "Oh yeah, well he's still the best player. I still would take him." Like that's the type of guy y'all is for real. That's why I don't understand y'all sometimes, dog. I don't like making excuses, and I feel like all LeBron fans did this whole decade is just the whole 2010s would just make excuses, bro. It's annoying. You know what I'm saying to you? You said that's what everyone does, including you. Tell me what excuse I made. Brother, you look smack like. Tell me what excuse did I make? You said Allen Iverson? Pound for pound, you can say that. You said you make excuses for Kobe. He blew a 3-1 lead in 2006. Yeah, but you never told me that. For me and you never had that conversation for you to know if I'm going to make an excuse or not. So, as far as Kobe in 2006, he blew a 3-1 lead. Come back playing the next year. Come back every year. See, but that's the problem is that y'all going to talk trash about him for that in 2006, but you're not going to give him credit for going to 3 straight finals. You know what I'm saying to you? You ain't going to give him credit for going to 3 straight finals. So when LeBron got swept in 2007, what's your excuse for that? See, you can't say, oh, he kept coming back every year because he didn't. He left. Right? He couldn't get it done. He got scared. That's the difference between LeBron and Kobe Bryant. You feel what I'm saying to you? You said Oscar Robertson by far. Yeah, I forgot about Oscar Robertson. You said he was carrying fam. Nope. They started giving him trades and all that. After 07, they started giving him trades. Started bringing the team, you know what I'm saying, building around him more, and he still left. You know what I'm saying to you? He still left. So they clowning you on Twitter. I don't have Twitter, so I don't care. I already used to go viral on Twitter for, Twitter is too, like, I don't like going on Twitter because I don't like reading people's thoughts. It's like I'm literally reading what you thinking about. Like, Twitter used to make me so mad, Joe. I used to be like, man, it's stressing me out just being on here, dog. Like, but I had went viral. You said Allen Iverson would beat Bird 101. I mean, I don't know. He probably would. He said, who what? He said, who would you pick up Larry Bird on that squad? He said, who would pick up Larry Bird on that squad nowadays? Anybody would. You know what I'm saying? The Dallas Mavericks would pick him up. You know, because they got Luka. I'm saying. Whoever draft him, you just, like, what kind of question is that? You said he'd be a glorified Luka, not. You said, what about Bird's separation from MJ, Brown, and Kobe? I think it's his passion that separates him from Jordan and Kobe. And I think it's his shooting skill set that separates him from LeBron James. No, I know how good Kyrie is. I ain't mad at it, for real. I don't know. You said Larry Bird is not Jokic. Yeah, I know. He's Larry Bird. You said who has most game winners out of Kobe and MJ, though? The most game winners, I think that it is, like, Kobe. Hold on. Let me look it up right now. I think it's Kobe. You know what I mean? And Kobe got the most clutch time points. Oh, yeah, so Kobe and LeBron tied. Yeah, Kobe Bryant and LeBron tied for second place, I think. Kobe and LeBron tied up. It's right here. See, but they ain't gonna tell y'all this, though. Michael Jordan ranks first in NBA history with 9 buzzer beaters. Paul Pierce has the 5th most with 7. Joe Johnson, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James are tied for the 2nd most game winners with 8. That's it. There you have it right there. You know what I'm saying? Right, everybody, hey Tony, in the comments, everybody talking about they done with the 90s, right? What shoes they got on? I ain't never wear no LeBrons. You know what I'm saying to you? You said all the stats you look up, Larry Bird is nowhere to be found. What stats you talking about? Look up how many shoes LBJ sells. I don't want to do that because it's not going to touch. It's not going to touch Michael Jordan's. Yeah, Kobe is the real GOAT, but I don't have, like, as far as an all around player. I got Larry Bird. Look up rebounding. Larry Bird averaged more rebounds. So you just lied. You just lied, dog. You just lied, user. Trey, you just lied. Larry Bird averaged 10 rebounds for his career. Y'all don't know this? Why didn't they tell y'all this? He averaged 10 rebounds. What y'all talking about? Bro, Larry Bird rookie season, he averaged 21 and 10. Like, come on, dog. Then his last season in the league, he averaged 20 and 10. What are we doing? Right? Then he had seasons where he averaged 29.9. You feel me? 28, 29. So you see the prime numbers is getting up there. His rookie season, he shot 41% from the three-point line. What did we like? What? Come on, dog. Y'all try to tell me he can't shoot threes. Like, what is this? 40% from the three-point line, 42%, 41%, 40%. You feel me? 38, 39%. I mean, dog, like, what y'all was lying for? Appreciate that, user. Whoever said my opinion is different and unique. I appreciate that, man. Larry Bird was amazing. The man shot 50% for his career. You know, 10 rebounds per game, bro. 6 assists. I mean, what do you want from him, man? What do y'all even want from this man, dog? 89% from the free throw line for his whole career. 89%. So he was more efficient than LeBron James. Right? He was more efficient than LeBron James. Larry Bird's more efficient. You know what I'm saying to you, dog? He's more efficient. You say he said he shoot more. We ain't doing that. Hold on, we can look it up right now. Right? We can look it up right now. Larry Bird shoots field goal attempts for his career. Larry Bird, 19.3. So he shoots 19.3%. He shoots 19.3 shots for his career. Right? LeBron James. Dun, 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 dun. He shoots 19.7 shots for his career. It's right. It's the same thing. And Larry Bird is more efficient. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Larry Bird is more efficient than LeBron James. Why didn't they tell us that? Because he shot better splits. Appreciate that, man. Top of the morning. You know what I'm saying? He shot better splits. So like I said, LeBron James shoots 50% from the field. Or 51% from the field. 35% from the three. And 74% from the free throw line. See, the free throws messed him up. Because Larry Bird shoots 50% from the field. 38% from the three. And 89% from the free throw line. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? And Larry Bird averaged 24 points. What are we talking about? And Larry Bird averaged 24 points. What are we talking about here, man? What are we even doing with ourselves, man? To where we have to lie so much. To where we have to lie so much. You know? Because if you honestly, like, bro, I'm giving you all the facts. I'm giving you all the facts, dog. Like I said, so Larry Bird averaged 24 points, 10 rebounds. Bro, the man averages 10 rebounds for his career, 2 steals, a block, 6 assists, and he's more efficient than LeBron James. You say you ain't. All they can say is I ain't watching. That's all they can say. You said no perimeter defense. I'm glad you said that, bro. Like I said, I'm gonna break it down again because we got new people in here. I'm gonna break it down again. Larry Bird is more. He was more. He was on the all defensive team more often than LeBron James. Right, and then I found here on Basketball Reference, Larry Bird led the league in free throw shooting 4 times. He led the league in minutes played twice. Right? So at the end of the day, Larry Bird was a 3-time all-defensive team, and he only played 13 seasons. That's 43%. I looked it up. That's 43%. LeBron James was on the all-defensive team 6 times out of 21 years. That's only 35%. Right? That's only 35%. Feel me? You said we done with the 90. Y'all the ones that's done with it. I'm not done with nothing. Because y'all like to watch guys nowadays that don't want to compete, that don't want to play every single game. How you got more technology? You got better basketball shoes, and y'all don't even want to play. You know what I'm saying to you? So at the end of the day, like, that's on that. Y'all talking about y'all done. That's cool. Y'all can watch this product. You know, I know what true greatness is, dog. You know what I'm saying to you. This soft era, dog. My coach from high school grew up in the 80s. He played with Muggsy Bogues in the 80s, dog. I'm not built the same as y'all. The practices we had, so that's how I know. That's why this is one of the reasons why I respect the older guys so much, dog. Is because them practices. So that's how I know. That's why this is one of the reasons why I respect the older guys so much, dog. Is because them practices. Yeah, my bad. So I was saying, like, yeah, the reason why, like, I respect the older generation so much, dog, is because my coach played with Muggsy Bogues and them in the 80s. And our practices, dog, like, all I'm going to say is it was like, yo, it was damn near like torture, yo. Like, but that's not, I know that was just a fraction of what they went through in the 80s. You feel me? Because you said don't let nostalgia cloud your mind. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I'm not letting it cloud my mind. I just see how they do it nowadays. The new era is not the same as it was even 10 years ago. You feel me? Like, y'all don't practice. Y'all don't compete. All y'all want to do is team up, not go to practice. Look at these AAU teams. They don't even practice. These teams in the NBA don't even practice. I used to have practice every day. Every day. Every day, right? He told us about real discipline and all that. Then we had practice on Saturdays in the morning. You said the new gen is always the upgrade. So why they not playing as many games? It's like I told y'all, the game. I know the game evolves. You said every athlete practice every day. Nope, not in the NBA. The NBA teams, not every team is practicing. Look it up. Teams don't go to practice. The Lakers don't practice that much. Look it up. You feel me? Look up what these AAU teams are doing. These AAU teams are not practicing. All they do is go to the games. You know what I'm saying to you? That's all they do. All they do is go to the games and then post pictures on Instagram. You say we still play better, but that's the point. You can have skills and still not know the intangibles of the game, the fundamentals of the game. That's why Kevin Durant, God played with the most talent in his whole generation. He played with more talent than anybody. Excuse me. And he still couldn't win without Steph. And he the one that said hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So at the end of the day, if you're not working hard, it don't matter how many skills you got. Like, I get an example all the time. You can team up with your friends and go to the court right now, and there can be a group of 35, 40-year-olds on the court that played high school, that played college, that played overseas, and they ready to whoop your ass. You feel me? So y'all can say y'all done with whatever. It don't matter what you think. Like, y'all think everything is funny, but like I said, you can go to the court right now and a group of 40-year-olds will cook you just off of going to the post. Oh yeah, you too little. Just off of, you know what I'm saying, pump faking, fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? You, Bird, not even a better shooter than. Or at the end of the day, bro, you're not. It's sad to me because y'all not basing it off of nothing. Y'all just talking. You know. Y'all honestly just talking. Like, what are y'all even basing it off of? You said been there, done that. We schooled the youngsters. Yeah, bro, guys. Yeah, the pick and roll. These people don't practice. They never played for a real team, so they think they know what basketball is. Basketball is about fundamentals, dog. It's not about how many trickeries you can do. And this is somebody coming from a new era. Like, this is what people was telling you. Like, this is why coaches don't like when you do stuff like that sometimes, because that's not going to last. That's not teaching you the real fundamentals first. Even Kyrie Irving will tell you that. You got to learn the basics first. You know what I'm saying? Red Eagle. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, the older generation, dog, these guys nowadays, they don't carry on tradition. They don't respect nobody that came before them, dog. But they can't win. They can't play as many games. So this era is so much better. Why they ain't playing as many games? You said they can't. They can't. You said who's a better finisher, MJ or Kobe? MJ. Right? If this league's so much better, name me another center that got a 48-inch vertical. Name me that right now. Name me right now. You say who's my favorite center of all time? Wilt Chamberlain. That's my favorite center of all time. You say watch the film, bro, to be done with the 90s and 80s. Well, you watch lowlights for you know what I'm saying, for a living. You say watch the film. You want me to pull up Shaq and the Fool? So just like how y'all talking about y'all done with the 80s, can I pull up Shaq and the Fool? You know, they don't got Shaq and the Fool from the 80s and 90s. They only got that from this era. They only got a Shaq and the Fool from the 2010s and the 2020s. So can I pull that up? A Crazy Leahy. Can I pull that up? You want me to pull it up? Because anybody can watch lowlights. Name me a center right now better than Hakeem. Nobody, unless you want to say Jokic. But he's not as good of as a defender. Said Bill Russell best center. No, man. You said fundamentals are everything, and they mentioned the vertical. No, well, I'm saying, what is better about it? Like, what's better about the game nowadays, right? Like, if this game is so much better, like, I'm just asking y'all, like, what makes it better? You feel me? Because the guys don't play. They don't play every game. You said it's faster. No, it's not faster. It's not faster. You want to know how it's not faster? Because every time I bring up Wilt Chamberlain, which y'all be saying, oh, he played in the fastest pace era. So I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear that now. Y'all said Wilt Chamberlain played in the fastest pace era. That's what y'all said. That's what y'all said, right? Y'all said Wilt Chamberlain played in the fastest era, so his points was inflated. Didn't somebody say? Didn't y'all say that? Where y'all at now? That's what I thought, man. Y'all be lying. This is how I know that y'all be lying, bro. Haters. Just hating. Hating on Wilt Chamberlain. Right? Now it's faster now. Sad, bro. Shit's sad, dog. It's honestly sad, man. You know? It's actually some sad stuff, man. So, two things can't be true now. So, it's either this era is the fastest or Wilt Chamberlain the best scorer ever. Right? Pick one. Pick one. Because that's why every time I ask y'all, oh, why can't nobody average 50 nowadays? Oh, the era was so much faster back then. So that's why nobody going, where Dub? Send us a Dub. Where's Dub at? Right? I ain't cooked them on Player's Choice in a minute. Matter of fact, I'm going back to Player's Choice, dog. I'm getting tired of talking to y'all, dog. This is sadness. Now they talking about how fast this era is. It's sad, bro. Absolutely sad. You said we faster now? All right, so name me a center that's faster than Wilt Chamberlain. Go. 1, 2, 3. Go. Tell me. Tell me right now. Giannis not faster than Wilt Chamberlain. You want to know why? Because Wilt Chamberlain ran a, hold on. It's so easy to cook, y'all. It's like cereal. You know what I'm saying to you? Wilt Chamberlain 40-yard dash, 4.6 seconds. Wilt Chamberlain ran a 40-yard dash in 4.6 seconds, dog. Right, and exactly. Giannis is a power forward. So you can't even use Giannis. Name me a center that is faster than Wilt Chamberlain. You said, and you believe that. So at the end of the day, y'all just choose to hate on somebody. That's why I don't respect y'all as men. That's why I said that earlier. Like, as men, I don't respect y'all. I don't have no respect for y'all as a man, bro. Because you just hating. I don't respect haters. So, just because you ain't see it, don't mean it didn't happen. Do you believe in a civil war? Do you believe in a civil war? Hey, Jody, show me the video from the Civil War. Show me the video from World War I. You still believe in it though, right? You still believe it though, right? Show me a video of dinosaurs right now. Right? If you believe in dinosaurs, show me a video of a Tyrannosaurus Rex right now. You know what I'm saying to you? Somehow, bro, just stop. No, you stop, bro. Stop. You stop. You said the game has evolved. Players are better now, faster now, stronger now. Okay, so again, name me somebody that's stronger and faster than Wilt Chamberlain. Since everybody's so much faster and stronger, why don't y'all name it then? Nobody respects you as a man, bro. If we was walking into Chipotle and you was behind me, I wouldn't even hold the door for you. Right? I don't respect you. I don't respect haters. Right? And so you said Shaq was stronger. Wilt Chamberlain was benching almost 600 pounds. You said there are videos of World War I, and guess what? It's videos of Wilt Chamberlain. You make no sense. Okay, cool, bro. Why you still here? Why you listening to somebody that don't make sense? You listen to somebody that don't make sense. That's weird. You said stop naming Wilt. Y'all ain't named nobody. So I ain't gonna stop till y'all name somebody. So don't tell me who to stop naming Wilt. Again, how are they bigger and stronger? Name somebody that's 7'2" that got a 48-inch vertical and bench press 600 pounds. You know what I'm saying to you, dog? Name me it. Name me it, dog. You say you have no hair. See, look, that's how they go. That's how they resort to when they start cooking you. So thank you for confirming that you just can't hang with me when it comes to talking basketball, dog. Thanks for confirming that, Jody, baby boy. Right? Thank you for confirming that. Right? Because I don't know what to respond to that. What this got to do with me? What this got to do with my hair? That's their best shot. No hair. Yeah, bro, that's the best shot they got. I'm just saying, bro, like, you know, for them to say everybody is faster, bigger, and stronger, right? When they can't name one the game evolves, I get it, but they can't name one person who is stronger than Wilt Chamberlain, faster. Damn, they can't name nobody that's faster than him. You know what I'm saying to you? Victor Wembanyama. You could argue David Robinson. So did he bench press 600 pounds? Orlando Shaq. You see what Wilt Chamberlain did to Orlando Shaq when they had a handshake, when he shook his hand? Right? Did you see that? How do you know this? What you mean? I seen it. I seen him shake Shaquille O'Neal's hand when he was in Orlando. And the man crumbled down. He's small as hell compared to Wilt Chamberlain. And this Wilt Chamberlain like 60 years old. 50-something years old. Strong as hell. He's strong as hell. And he's not even in the league no more. Like, he's literally mad strong, bro. Like, look how big that man look, bro. He's not even in the league no more, bro. Like, what are y'all talking? Look at this man's body. As a grown man. This is Orlando Shaq. He's not comparing. You said shaking hands don't prove strength. Shit. Look how strong this man is, bro. He's bigger than Patrick Ewing. And again, this is him when he's not in the league no more. Man, oh man, dog. Same athleticism caught on film.
It's over? How about
Caught on film, caught on tape. So it's not on tape, huh? They told me it's not on video. We never seen it, right?
Some of the statistics about you as an athlete, all-around athlete, that people don't notice about you. A shot-putting champion, undefeated for long periods of time.
My son put the shot over 50 feet.
And he won the Big 8 high jump 3 straight years.
The rumor got out and scared.
Yeah, they barely went 200 if they went 200 pounds.
Wilt also ran the 200.
Yeah.
You know, like he could sustain it for distance.
Yes.
Woo! I'm saying to you, so it's like, dog, he ran a 200. But like I said, when it comes to all-around basketball, though, you know, when it comes to all-around basketball, dog, I'm taking Larry Bird over everybody. When it comes to this all-around play. Bro, look how big this man is, dog.
Even today,
Pause.
no one questions his condition. Is the time right for the great difference?
Bro, this is in the 80s after he... Yo, look at this, dog. Bro, look at this, dog.
Is the time right for the
1980. Look at this man, dog. Like, this is actually insane, bro.
Said, you know, I think he still thinks that he could play.
Oh, y'all kidding me right now? This is in 1983. He retired in like 71, 72 or whatever. 73. This is 10 years after he was done.
I'll tell you what, up until about 1989, there were owners out there who thought I still could.
Wilt Chamberlain was another one that I met and trained with.
You trained with Wilt Chamberlain?
Yeah, we eventually ended up doing a movie together.
When he made the movies with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Y'all see that picture? So again, dog, like, we have to understand that, like, y'all gotta really stop making it seem like, you know, you guys wasn't doing nothing, man. I don't know, nobody that's stronger than Wilt Chamberlain. Nobody. You know what I'm saying to you? We said we done in the 90s, studying the ancient history for reference. So again, I just wanted to know, like, when y'all said that, you know, the league is faster now, I thought y'all said that Wilt Chamberlain era was the fastest paced era. I thought that's what y'all said. You know? So look at this article, right? It says that the pace in the 1960s was faster than the pace from today's game. Yeah, he ran a 4.6. You said, prove to us that Larry Bird was a better all-around player than Spencer Dinwiddie. I mean, like I said, he was able to average 24 and 10 rebounds for his career with 6 assists. He was efficient because he shot around 50, 40, 90. You know what I'm saying? To you, is a better shooter than Spencer Dinwiddie. You know what I'm saying? At all 3 levels. You know what I'm saying? He said they would shoot 18 seconds on the shot clock. They may not have been faster. You think Jordan or who? Larry Bird is better than LeBron. He pretty much was, dog. He's a better player. He's a better player, dog. You know what I'm saying to you? You really comparing Dinwiddie to Bird. Well, somebody asked me. LeBron doesn't. He said LeBron doesn't weigh 300 pounds, though you can't compare it at times. He said Larry Bird is a plumber. You got proof of that? You got proof of that, bro? No, you said LeBron is the GOAT. Messi is the football GOAT. No, Messi got skills. So, you know, you can't put LeBron in that same category. LeBron is a different... I think LeBron is like the Ronaldo. I think LeBron is more like a Ronaldo. Or who... I don't even know about soccer, though, so I'm just yapping. Now I'm just yapping. But Messi, I know Messi is the most skilled soccer player, though. So I don't think that LeBron is the most skilled basketball player. You know, he said, "Can somebody send me the clip of Larry Bird saying the NBA is much faster and based around smaller guards?" You been yapping. Like I said, Jordan is a Pelly. LeBron been the GOAT since 03. That's your take, dog. I mean, you know, that's what you think. You just you know what I'm saying, a LeBron meat slobber, dog. That's all that is. Yeah, LeBron is definitely not the most skilled. He's not the most skilled. You know. Bro, trying to be different for views. No, y'all like to be the same, bro. I'm just not a sheep like y'all. You know, so obviously a sheep, if you see somebody that's not a sheep, you gonna be like, dang, well, y'all, this man is different. Why is he different? I just don't think like y'all. That's it. You know, I don't turn on the TV and let the TV brainwash what I think. That's what y'all do, bro. Like, that's just not how I get down. You know, just not how I get down. All right, again, if this era is so much better, why can't they play every game for us? Nobody ever wants to answer that for me. Why can't they play every game? Why can't they play every game? You should start playing. If you're 6'9", you should start playing. Why can't they play every game, dog? Facts. LeBron tells you, MJ shows you. You said that has no correlation. I'm just asking, though. Even if there's no correlation, I'm just asking, why can't they play every game? Because, you know, they played every game back then. And they didn't have the same technology. They didn't have the same medicine. They didn't have the same shoes. They didn't have any of that, bro. So, but they still played every game. You said because of injury. So that means they more fragile and they more weak. And the players are weaker now then, right? If they get injured more. Because the trainers, that all the stuff is there for them to use it. You know what Omar said? Shout out to Omar, yo. I ain't gonna lie, this actually might be the reason why. It's crazy you said this, though. But Omar Cheese. Shout out to Omar. He was like, you know, guys back in the days was eating farm food. And nowadays guys eat processed food and stuff like that. So I actually think that makes sense. Cause I heard somebody say that before when it doesn't, like, when we wasn't even talking about basketball before. I mean, the time when I heard somebody say that before. Like, when it comes to, like, when you look at outside of basketball, when it comes to everything else, the average person you ask, they'll tell you that, you know, guys were stronger back then in general. Like, they were stronger. You said, Mr. O.D., bro, I'm probably younger than you. They'll tell you guys were stronger back then and bigger and whatnot. And they'll say guys are softer now. So why don't y'all think that apply to basketball? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just wondering. That's just me just, you know what I'm saying, just theorizing for real. But like I said, Omar was like, because back in the days, guys used to eat farm food and really work out and stuff like that. And nowadays, it is a lot of processed food that guys be eating. He said strength is not the biggest contributor to being a good basketball player. That's what I'm saying. No, I agree with that. Y'all the comments are the ones that's telling me that they stronger nowadays. I'm saying strength and athleticism doesn't make you a better player. Fundamentals is what make you is what basketball is about. So that's why I said Larry Bird put 60 on Dominique Wilkins. What makes you think he wouldn't do that to somebody nowadays? He was cooking Sean Kemp, guys that were strong and athletic, that would pretty much be stronger and more athletic than anybody at their position nowadays in the league. So that's what I'm saying to you. So and then I brought up the whole thing about the strength though. I was saying, well, really, when you look outside of basketball, most people would tell you that guys were stronger back in the days. Not even about basketball. They would tell you that, like, you feel me, guys were stronger back then versus the guys now. I don't know that. I'm just saying that's what I hear people tell me. You know what I'm saying? So you said we got more skilled players, but the skilled players don't have the same fundamentals. The fundamentals doesn't translate. These guys is not learning the true fundamentals of the game, bro. That's what basketball is supposed to be. So when you say that it translates, so when you say that it evolves, you know, it should look different than what it looks now, bro. It should be way more entertaining. You know what I'm saying to you? It should be way more entertaining. Because if they was competing and they was actually having fundamentals, it would be way more entertaining. I ain't gonna lie. Hubie Brown, I was watching a video of Hubie Brown. He said they took the hand checking out of the league just because they wanted it to be more scoring and stuff. So they taking stuff out just so it can, just to help the league. You feel me? A lot of y'all be saying, you know, defense is part of basketball. So what about the defensive side of the ball? Every time I talk about scoring, y'all say, oh, you only like skilled scorers. You only like skilled guys. So y'all, that's all y'all talking about? Y'all keep saying this area is better just because they skilled, because they more skilled. So pretty much that's why, you know what I'm saying? I'm somebody that likes skilled players. You look at my favorite players, it's gonna be all players from all skilled players. So what about the defensive side of the ball? What y'all say? I think the defense was harder to score on back then. So now we in a conundrum. You know what I'm saying? So either way, it's if the skill is better but the defense is worse, it doesn't give you an edge. You feel me? It doesn't even give you an edge. And I would rather have a league where it's a lot of defense being played, because then the more skilled players that's overcoming that defense, that's how you know who's the best players. Nowadays, they take the defense out and they team up. Just absolutely no competitive fervor, no fire, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just all Instagram, all, you know, media, all can you take this picture where I just bought this outfit? You know what I'm saying? To all of that. You know what I'm saying? Sunglasses, you know what I'm saying? League fits. PJ Tucker. Oh, yeah, how many shoes you got? About 500. These are one. I don't even wear these. That's all they worried about. I'm saying to you, sounds like them personal. I'm not in the league, so it's not a personal problem. I don't have nothing to do with it. So at the end of the day, what I'm saying to you is that it is about the product. Like, you can go to a high school game right now, right? And it'll be the best sports event you ever been to. But it's not the best athletes that you ever seen, if you ever been to an NBA game. But if you go to it, all I care about is competing and making it a good game. If it's going to go down to the wire. If so-and-so is going to be an entertaining player. You said bro was lying. Bro, you can go to a high school game, a packed high school arena, where the game is close, where the coach is running, the players listening to their coaches. Yes, coach. They call a timeout, they run to the bench. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, dog, when you go to these little communities, they still care about the real, true game. So that's what I'm trying to say. Even the women's game, dog. Women's game, like I said, if the league keeps going the way that it's going, the WNBA going to overtake the NBA. Just like how female rappers then overtook the male rappers. But that's a whole nother conversation, dog. Y'all not ready for that part. what I'm saying to you is it's all about the product. It's the game that they're playing. It's not about like bro, like it's about a team game. You know what I'm saying to you? So that's why you gotta ask yourself, why do these old people think the league was so much better back in the day? Like, why would they think that? It's because the overall game, like, yes, you can have more skilled players, but the product is trash. They're not playing for real. They're not even playing for real. You know what I'm saying to you? Now, obviously, yeah, you know, sometimes you watch a good game. You know what I mean? It'll be a good. Then the playoffs will come around. The playoffs is pretty good, but at the same time, we shouldn't have to wait. It should be like that every night. It should be like that every night. You say you don't play for real. No, I'm saying, you ever play basketball at the court, and then guys were just playing around and keep shooting half-court shots, and then one of y'all like, all right, y'all, let's play for real, yo. Let's lock in, yo. Let's play for real, yo. That's how the league plays nowadays. Sometimes, like when you watching a game that's boring, that's pretty much what they doing. I'm saying to you, they just not playing for real. They shooting half court shots. It's just trash. Like it's just trash. Like the game itself is just trash, bro. That's it. Like that's why some people will say, yeah, I'd rather watch college than the NBA. Because they really be playing for real. College basketball mimics 80s, 90s basketball. You know what I'm saying to you? You said Larry Bird drops 10 points in today's game. With the defense being played? You for real? Appreciate that, Kick Rocks. So y'all gotta understand, it's about the product being, you having a good time watching the game, dog. That's how you can tell if it's a good product. So like I said, you can go to a high school game. You can go to a street ball game. You can go to a street. That's why street ball is taking over right now. Because guys is like, we done with the NBA, dog. For real. These guys in the streets is competing more, giving it their heart out. You know what I'm saying to you? At the end of the video, they'll show you like, yeah, man, appreciate the opportunity. You know what I'm saying to you? You said YMCA games, at the end of the day, it is what it is, dog. Like, that's what we got to resort to, man. It's about the competitive nature. That's what people want. You know what I'm saying? That's what people want. Again, you can be skilled and lose. Basketball is, you know what I'm saying? It's about winning and losing. So we have more comp. How do you have more comp when they not even playing every game? Why can't they play every game? Nobody has answered that question yet. And then you say injuries. All right, cool. So if you have more injuries, how do you have more comp? You feel me? We done with the excuses. You said I myself could outplay Bird. But I couldn't even outplay my high school coach. And he played in the 90s. He played ball at Bowie State University in the 90s. I couldn't beat him. Coach Omar from City. If anybody that's from Baltimore, y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Coach O. I'm talking about Omar from City. The man is the best shooter I ever seen. So y'all talking about this era stuff. This man said I could outplay Larry Bird. Are you kidding me? At what? You talking about 2K? You said the 90s only had like 7 good players. The NBA only got like 7 good players right now. It's only like 7 good players in the league. It's only like seven elite players in the league. I lied to you not. No, it's like 7 elite players in the league, dog. Straight up. You know, you say you can name 20. Obviously, you can name 20 players more like easier than you can name it from the 80s because you didn't grow up watching TV in the 80s. So don't make it seem like if you name 20 players, you just won the debate. You feel me? Because then if I try to name 20 players, you just gonna laugh. See, that's how y'all try to act like y'all win debates. Like somebody will be talking and y'all just laugh. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's why I don't let everybody up no more, because I don't know who's gonna be serious. Everybody was this guy was begging to let me up. I mean, let him up. I let him up. This man talking about how I look. This man started talking about how I look. So at the end of the day, dog, we done with that, man. We trying to talk real ball, and I know a lot of y'all be trying to get up here. I do know that, but I just be picking my times when I do the panel, because I don't know if everybody gonna be taking it serious or not, dog. You know what I'm saying? People just be trolling, dog. Then they get up here talking about excuses. That I get tired. It's getting old just cooking, and then they keep making excuses, and it's like, bro, it just get old, dog. You know what I'm saying? It just get old, bro. You know what I'm saying to you, dog. The player I respect in the league nowadays from this past generation, dog, had to be a guy like Stephen Curry, dog. You know, he made a dynasty on his own team. No excuses. Klay Thompson got hurt. No excuses. 4 championships. That's how I like it. You know, you can't really blame me for just liking it that way, dog. I would rather you just do that instead of leaving me. Instead of leaving me, bro, why would you leave? Just to come back, just to leave again. Like, come on, dog. Just to get 4 rings, just like how Stephen Curry got 4 rings without leaving. You said 4 championships, but 1 Finals MVP. So if I'm drafting a player, why would I care about if he's gonna win the Finals MVP or not? All I care about is, are you gonna help us win a championship? So if my organization wins a championship, I don't care who wins the Finals MVP. You know, even if it goes to Iguodala, I know that we didn't win the champion. We won the championship because I drafted Steph. That's why we won. So y'all keep on talking about this Finals MVP award. Nobody has ever really used that to try to use that for their criteria except for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares about that. You don't hear nobody saying Joe Dumars is better than Isaiah Thomas. Everybody will tell you, yeah, Isaiah Thomas is the best player on the team. The MVP is just a little sample. It's a small sample size. It's like when you have a Christmas tournament, you feel me? And, you know, they get an MVP award at the end of the game, take the picture. Yeah, he was the MVP of the game. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, it's just an award. You know what I'm saying? And they take the picture. Nobody was saying, oh, he the best player on the team. He carried them. Nah, he had a good game. So Iggy had a good series, bro. Like a series where he played better than he played during the regular season. And it's just one of them things like, yeah, Leo, let's give it to Iggy. Let's give it to Iggy, dog. He did good. Nobody's really trying to say, oh, yeah, well, Iggy is better than Stephen Curry, dog. You said look up Mike Peak on Facebook. I mean, you said everybody that's doing that, y'all don't play basketball. So, you know, it's all good. Y'all having y'all fun now, but it's just sad. The reason why I don't respect y'all as men is because when somebody show you a video of Jordan using his left hand, why y'all don't keep it 100? So I can't even respect it. Like everybody say, oh, what's your thoughts on them saying we done with the 80s and not? I can't even entertain it because they're not being serious. So I just let them have their fun. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's their last resort. It's basically their only resort because they know LeBron James, all the antics he's been pulling. It's just showing how much of a fraud that he is. And you know why that I can say that? Because they're gonna call me a hater, but then. They not gonna call them a hater though for saying that we done with the 80s and just calling them trash. So that's why I can just say how I feel. That's why I'm not scared. I've never been scared to say how I feel because I know that people don't keep it 100. So you call me a hater, why y'all not calling them a hater for saying that the 80s is trash? Is that not hating? Right? Then you say Jordan don't got no left, but then if I show you a video of him using his left, and you still say he don't got no left, is that not hating? So at the end of the day, who cares? That's why it's just opinion. Everybody got their own opinion. Nobody cares about. Nobody should get that mad about somebody's opinion. Because I used to be thinking, dang, what if LeBron sees this or sees that I be, you know what I'm saying, keeping it 100, holding him accountable? I don't care. You that mad? You that mad about my opinion? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, dog, that's just how I look at it, dog. Players, when I was growing up, they always gave credit to the 80s, dog. You look at, they asked Kobe what's his all-time starting lineup. He said Jerry West. No, he said Magic. He said Larry Bird, Jordan. And he said, what he said, Bill Russell and Hakeem. He said, I can't put myself in there, right? So this era chose to not do that. That's why the NBA is trash. How the game going to evolve when you detach from the game? You got to literally, it's supposed to be a locked chain. When you detach, now you got something else. Now you got something that's way different. It's way different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dog, it's just trash. Now you got them saying, oh, something got to be done about the All-Star game. I never heard them say that in my life until now. Oh, yeah, something got to be done about this. What you mean something got to be done about it? This is y'all product. This is the All-Star game. You know what I'm saying to you? Something got to be done about it. Why don't y'all just play harder? Why y'all stop doing the dunk contest, right? Like, the NBA it's an entertainment. Like, you put the superstars. All right, bet we're going to go to the dunk contest. You know, it's time to see the best dunkers in the league. Now we watching. Of course it's going to be boring. We got all G League guys playing in the dunk contest. We don't know who the hell that is. Then he nervous because he don't never get in the game. So when he go to do his first dunk, you know what I'm saying? He airballing the dunk just because he never get in the game. So he nervous. You got guys airballing dunks. So that's why the NBA sucks now, bro. The guys in the league, all they care about, bro, is how many likes can I get when I post this outfit after the game. They worry about after the game. You know what I'm saying to you, dog? Wilt still holds 63 NBA, 63 records. You said how was Larry's defense? Larry Bird defense was pretty good. He was all NBA. I mean all defensive team. He was an all defensive team player, dog. You know what I'm saying? He was an all defensive team, dog. You said I'll take Dirk over Bird. I like Dirk Nowitzki. I got him ranked like top 15. But he can't pass like Larry Bird. So you can't. There's no way around that fact, right? There's no way around that fact. Hey David, but there's no way around what I just said though, right? So all I'm saying is, as an all-around player, there's no way around the fact that Dirk Nowitzki can't pass like Larry Bird. There's nothing we can do about that. Okay. Now LeBron, I like LeBron. You feel me? But like I said, he can't shoot like Larry Bird. What I'm supposed to do? I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to just still just ignore that and still say, oh, KD's he's still better than him. That's what I just don't like that. You said that's passing. I'm saying all around game. Now, like I said, I think Jordan is a better player than Larry Bird. Just because, you feel me, his heights, like as a player on the court, it just a few notches higher as far as, you know what I mean, just talent level and the fact that you can't stop him and stuff like that. But I'm just talking about an all around player, and that's pretty much the only guy that I think is better than Larry Bird. Him and Kobe. That's the only guy I think is better. Now, if you want to go like Wilt Chamberlain, if you want to go, that's it. Those are the only guys I would accept. But like I said, I have to give Larry Bird the edge over Wilt because of his all-around game. LeBron, no, I can't respect it. LeBron James didn't want to go to Kobe Bryant statue ceremony, dog. So, I mean, where's the integrity, man? Where's the everybody else went? To me, that's very telling, man. I don't know. It's just like ever since he did that, dog. Y'all notice I ain't let up since he did that. I haven't let up since he did that. If I ever have an interview, if I ever get a chance to interview LeBron James, I'm gonna ask him that. I'm gonna ask him, why didn't you go to the ceremony? And I'm gonna just keep looking at him until he answers. Isn't that just a regular question? See, when we get to the Kobe topic and then talk about the statues, I'm like, oh yeah. So why don't you go to the ceremony though? And I just want to hear what he said, because I just really think that right there, dog, it just answered everything that I used to give him the benefit of the doubt sometimes, but he knows that Kobe was better than him. That's why he didn't go. He gonna look at you like a goofy. I don't care. He's getting interviewed by me, so you can't look at me like a goofy. But you wanted an interview though. He said, I respect this game so much, I ain't want to take the shine away from Kobe. Yeah, but you nah, bro. Like, come on, dog. So at the end of the day, dog, I think he didn't go because he knows Kobe is better than him, dog. You can't stomach sitting there seeing somebody else get all that praise. You know what I'm saying to you? Just like just like he didn't go to D-Wade Hall of Fame ceremony. So they made excuses for that. Then he didn't go to Kobe ceremony, and the media didn't even say nothing about it. So I just think that's very disrespectful. You came to play for the Lakers. We got a home game tonight. All you got to do is walk from the locker room, go to the ceremony, then go back, then come back out and get ready for the game. Everybody else did it. So I can't respect them, dog. I just can't. I don't respect you. I'm sorry. Because that tells me everything, dog. That tells me you really, really do think that Kobe's better than you, bro. And you can't just admit it. You can't just come out and just actually be humble and just stop with the whole GOAT stuff, dog. Like that told me everything right there, dog. You know what I'm saying to you? You said Bron not showing up the Wade ceremony was why he didn't even show up. So if we give him the benefit of the doubt on that one, then you don't go to Kobe joint, but y'all have a game. So you didn't go to the ceremony, but then you come out for the game. Was you just in the locker room hiding? That is some sick, twisted stuff, dog. You just listening to it in the locker room, or you probably put your headphones on. That is some sick, twisted stuff. You know what I'm saying to you? So then he gonna send his little minions out. He gonna send Richard Jefferson out to come. Oh yeah, hey Richard, yo, it's his guy on live talking about Kobe versus LeBron. Can you go in there real quick? I'm about to send it to you right now. You got it? So that's probably how Richard Jefferson came here. LeBron probably sent it to him. You know what I'm saying to you? And I still cook Richard Jefferson. And shout out to Richard Jefferson. Mad respect for pulling up. But I didn't back down. You see, because I don't like I don't like how God tried to be condescending and try to get you to listen. Oh, you need to listen. No. You in the fire pit. So we was going at it. You know what I'm saying to you? You wanted to jump in the water, ain't no listen. I don't care who you is. So shout out to Richard Jefferson, dog. But like I said, it's just different. You know what I'm saying? It's just different on this side. You gotta be ready. You know what I'm saying to you? You just gotta be ready, dog. Yeah, Richard Jefferson, yeah, I'm gonna send it to you, man. Go on his live stream, man. I'm gonna send it to you right now. You see this? So like I said, hockey, listen, dog. It be your own people hating the most. Who is your own people? Who is my own people? Watch Bird since 86, 87. I'm a Lakers fan. Yeah, it's an all-around player. It's other players I think that, you can probably say that they better than Larry Bird, but as an all-around player, though, I just think Larry Bird had everything. As an all-around player, though, I just think Larry Bird had everything. All right, y'all, the connection back. But yeah, y'all, so I appreciate everybody for pulling up, man. I appreciate all them likes and stuff, man. But like I said, bro, I'm about to head out, go to the gym or something. When I come back later, we're gonna talk about some more stuff. Talk about some more basketball, man. I'm really waiting for the playoffs to start, cause I mean, I don't know, man. NBA. Sometimes I just be missing games. So like I said, I got Dallas winning the championship. I got Dallas going to the finals. I got I picked Boston to come out the East, but I don't know, man. I don't know if they're gonna do it. Dog. And by the way, y'all, I like LeBron James, y'all. I just be playing with LeBron, bro. That's my man's. Right? That's my man's. That's why I be playing with him. Like, you can joke around and play with your man's like that. You know what I'm saying to you? So, LeBron James, one of the greatest players we ever seen, dog. Probably the third best player I ever seen as far as live, like seeing him playing live. Top 5 I seen. And so, like I said, LeBron James is the man, bro. But he is not fucking with Larry Bird, right? So that's the one thing you remember.